Hi, everyone. So, does this work? No, it works. Perfect. So, what is FinCompare, right? We help SMEs find, compare, and close the right financing solution. So today we already learned about factoring startups. There's all kinds of different startups targeting the SME space. And to actually find, compare, and close the right financing solution is extremely difficult for an SME. They don't wake up and say, I want factoring, right? So what we are doing, we actually try to solve this problem. The market is extremely fragmented, so there are lots of offline alternative lenders out there. There are lots of banks out there targeting the SME space and a lot of startups as well. There's extreme price and transparency. There's extensive paperwork. So if you're trying to compare offers, if you're trying to get actually different prices, it's extremely work intensive, and the service is unreliable. So if you need the money most, if you need short-term liquidity, for example, and if you go out in the market, it takes a lot of time. For example, if you go to your house bank in Germany, usually it takes 2 weeks to get an appointment with your banker. You bring a folder with lots of documents, and then 8 weeks later, he will tell you whether or not you can receive financing of them, right? So this is a very long, cumbersome process that a lot of players out there are trying to solve. However, to find these players is extremely difficult. The market for SME financing is extremely large, right? So you talk about one of the largest markets out there that's still extremely offline, right? So financing today and banking products in general are sold and are not bought, right? So lots of customers are not searching for these products and are buying them. It's not like in the consumer space, although you can apply some marketing logics from there. You still have to go to the point of sale and to the point where the customer is actually today. Some of our financing partners, again, are large German banks who are offering financing solutions to mid-sized Mittelstand corporates, like maybe 20 million, sometimes 50 million in revenues even, as well as all alternative lenders and B2B fintechs. And so we're building a house basically that offers all these solutions under one roof. So you as a business can very easily get access to these different financing solutions when you need them. So either you're growing and you need different financing solutions throughout your lifetime, or at some point you need a short-term liquidity solution, or at some point you need a leasing solution or a refinancing for an existing long-term loan. And all of that you can get through us. Our product is a platform that allows basically modularity, right? That's one of the key points in the sort of banking and fintech scene. That a lot of, you've seen it in other pitches. They put it in their vision at the end in like 4 years. Maybe they put a modular platform into their SME bank account, or they start from like invoice factoring and they want to build modularity over time. But we are starting with the modularity because we believe that is actually the difficult part, right? There are very specialized vertical players in invoice factoring, in loans, in fine trading and other products. But to bring them all together and to offer the customer actually these products from a solution-driven process. So what do you need? Do you need working capital? Do you need liquidity? That is actually the difficult part, and we are trying to solve this. At the core of this is our app. Our app is built like a market network, so we are adopting a little bit of the VFox logic. So if you listen to Julian Teike on the main stage later, you will know what that is. That means that we are allowing brokers, insurance brokers, as well as corporate finance advisors and offline players to use our app for their customers. That is extremely important because a lot of these customers are very offline, so we can't really get them through online marketing very efficiently. So we need to be where the customers actually are, and this is very often, as I said, offline with either their insurance broker, with the existing house bank, or with other sort of corporate finance advisors which we partner with. Underneath you have the product verticals, so in each individual component, and we've productized those as well. So we can integrate our factoring API and invoice factoring tools. We have 3 partnerships there, one with SAP that allows to give access to basically every invoice factoring provider in the market, as well as large factoring providers. So you have one API for all solutions. We also have this for leasing, where we're offering sales financing for every B2B manufacturer or e-commerce player, and they can integrate our leasing comparison engine in their checkout or directly with their sales teams in order to increase their sales financing. These are some of our key product features. So I discussed these three kind of focus groups that we have. So for the SMEs, you have one single point of contact where you have a hub for all your financing needs, and we can extend our horizontal product offerings there over time to offer even more services to them. Our lenders, they have high quality customers in a very efficient channel for them. All the data is digitally processed by us, so they get ready-made customers, either through an API integration into fintechs if they have the technical capability, or in a more manual process if you're dealing with larger banks and it's more of a corporate finance scenario. And then again, for the brokers, we have some large broker pools that we partner with who are using us as well. These are some of our competitors. I'm skipping the slide. I've worked at multiple startups before, so has our team. We are 35 people now in Berlin. And we have grown very fast in the past year. The company is 1 year old so far, and we went live in February this year. We have over 3.5 million in seed funding, and we're growing quite fast with over 500 million in financing volume on the platform and around 20 million closed. And we are, now have two offices in Berlin and Düsseldorf, and are looking to grow and internationalize next year. So thanks very much.